Do you know what makes a man exceptional? What makes him high value and alpha? Society will have you believe that a good man is one who is not dangerous. Nothing could be farther from the truth. A truly valued masculine man is calm. Here, you have to understand the distinction. A well-known quote states that you have been called to be peaceful, not harmless. Understanding how to control your dark side and its desires is what will bring you peace. Each one of us has a dark side, and these are manifested in the form of depression, anxiety, panic, and pride, among other things. Especially for men, there will come a time when he must confront himself, and there will be no escape. Men, by nature, are more goal-oriented and prefer to pursue an objective, especially when pushed by a female. This desire to impress the female counterpart usually begins around puberty and lasts throughout a man's lifetime. For example, young boys have a tendency to study harder and try to appear smarter in class in order to impress the girls they're interested in. Alternatively, they may put in some plays later during a football game when they notice their crush is watching them. Things would be very different if men are not pushed by the desire to please females. Particularly if a woman understands how to stimulate a man. They have the ability to persuade men to do unthinkable things. Historically, older men were better at retaining sperm, and it's probably because they were less stimulated. There was less marketing and manipulation. As a result, there was less masturbation. Furthermore, sex was restricted to marriage, only because it would result in pregnancy. In today's world, where there are birth control pills and other such things to distract the mind, sex has become a more convenient option. And as a result, people ejaculate far more than they used to. Our ancestors had more preserved energies with less ejaculation, so they made the best use of it because they had more pressing problems, such as surviving in harsh conditions. They probably didn't have enough time to weigh the benefits and drawbacks of masturbation and unnecessary ejaculation. Men in today's world, on the other hand, need to find their purpose, something that appears to be out of their reach, to keep them anxious and thinking about achieving it. This keeps their minds off the dark thoughts associated with sexual activity. That is, the idea of achieving a higher purpose is relatively new. We now have more time to consider what is and what is not good for us, especially for men who have squandered their sperm and thus their energy. It was almost necessary to consider the possibilities of a fresh start. However, when a man begins to consider new possibilities, he must confront his demons, especially those that tempt him to ejaculate and engage in sexual activity. When we say demons, we're talking about our dark side, the suffering and pain we must endure in order to emerge victorious by retaining our sperm and energy. When you do not retain sperm, you're only going to deprive yourself of your precious energy and growth opportunities. More importantly, you may end up experiencing your dark side, which involves suffering and pain. Negative energy emotionally drains us during our darkest times, and semen retention aids in our recovery. When you start sperm retention, you truly understand the power and authority you have over your thoughts. But controlling is difficult. The negative effects tend to overwhelm us, and we may simply want to let go to avoid additional suffering. When things aren't going well, it's natural to fear interactions and become anxious and nervous. But now is the time to get to work on the new you. This is the time to get out of your personal bubble and stop thinking about the good old days, which are all temporary anyway. Consider your dark side above all else and confront yourself. Surprisingly, some successful people never have to face their demons. As a result, they are constantly oblivious to their dark side. But consider yourself fortunate if you can face it. Face your fears to come out greater. Stay in the zone that you find uncomfortable. Live with the thoughts that cause unrest, and it comes with sperm retention. Instead of fleeing, combat your fears by exercising semen retention and remaining true to yourself. Don't let your ego keep you from confronting your dark side. More importantly, don't expect others to understand your situation. Simply be yourself and imagine yourself as a strong, happy man. Instead of appearing perfect, where everyone talks about how wonderful their lives are, no one wants to face reality. Everyone is just making up a fictitious concept about human lives. Simply put, semen retention is going to be a difficult journey. It will lead you into the depths of darkness, where you will confront your inner self, fight temptations and your impulses, and get through the toughest days without saying anything to anyone. But this is exactly what you need to do to win and enjoy the brighter days to come. Thanks for watching. If you like our stuff, subscribe for more motivational content. See you in the next video of The Generous.